Smiling?
Yeah, go.
Okay, but smiling.
Manic.
Yeah. Oh, a bit tired. It's the end of the festival. Yes, it's pack down day. It's pack down day. Look, everything's quite tidy. We've got things arranged in little piles, everybody's section. Here's some of the members of the team. Vogrie Pogrie began in 2021 when we were just coming out of the pandemic with an intention to get people back together again after being so separate. So all the spaces had to be outdoors, and it was really important for us to make a space that felt very gentle and accessible. It started really small. We had a tiny little grant, and we made this miniature little festival that was nevertheless very happy making, and it has just grown and grown and grown and attracted fantastic people who are amazing at what they do and have great generosity and kindness and silliness, so we can make a really beautiful, playful space happen for all of us, really, for all of us.
It's really nice to be part of something that actually really cares about the people, what they're doing, what they're going to be getting up to, and it's really like there's so many families here, and yeah, getting a chance to like all kick about, learn about fires, and yeah, it's a really great chance just to see them just be free and feral and wild, and yeah, just climbing trees, just being able to do stuff. I love the element of being able to build and be part of it as well. Like, you've made it really welcoming for us as artists to come in and feel like you're part of it, do you know what I mean? And it takes a village, and it's really nice.
This year we brought in a lot of community, more local community. That's always been a really important part of the festival. There's some brilliant things happening here across Midlothian, really interesting projects, and we're trying to connect with as many of them as possible and share space, provide space for as many as possible to gather together. So anyone that has such a project or a group or an initiative that they'd like to share or that Vogrie Pogrie could support in some way, then really open to that happening.
We look for other options, and we try to turn to nature and look for nature-based solutions.
Yeah, they'd love it. The kids I bring in from different groups, this is their favourite festival, and they look forward to it every year. And they've got a little production team, and they're so busy, and it gives them really good focus for their work. And then it has this really authentic meaning for them because they come here as equal partners, you know, and able to be equally contribute to a festival, which is really nice.
So we were doing dress-up accessories. The kids got to make pretty much anything they wanted with anything they wanted, and we had everything, didn't we?
Yeah, and more.
And more. And we found, you know, that we all went in with plans and ideas of how to help them make things, and you sort of started something off, and then that inspired them, and they never left, you know, and then they were queuing at the door for when we opened the next day with ideas. Yeah. There was no shortage of ideas from the children, and amazing how they just got into creating by any means possible what they wanted to wear for the rest of the day.
You wouldn't have thought of in a million years, you know, that you come in there with set ideas and then they teach you at the end of the day. You've given them the skills, and then they don't actually need you really so much at the end.
But I think a lot of children found their Pogrie here this weekend, definitely. And it was a delight to see, and we learnt a lot from it as well, didn't we?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
hello.
Would you be kind enough to take a wee seat? We've got a special story coming up.
A penguin. Penguin. I think a penguin.
Oh, it's got whiskers, maybe like a cat.
Penguin. I know.
We've had deaf storytellers, we've had a Danish storyteller, we've had people from Midlothian, and we've had people from Edinburgh and all over.
How did the sign performances go?
The sign performances were remarkable.
Right.
Watching the deaf storyteller and the way that they actually do their gestures to create a sound, and the way that they actually make the signs for a wolf, the reaction of the audience is remarkable. They go into a trance, a storytelling trance, where they're absolutely, completely aesthetically connected.
If we had the biggest ears in all the land, we'd be able to hear the most.
So this year we included a sensory tent, which is we already had a sensory forest area down by the house, which had hammocks and natural craft and forest play, very gentle activities. Especially for those who might be overstimulated or need a bit of time out. And this year we brought a sensory tent up near the campsite, so there was a space with some gentle coloured lights in and some children's books. And we programmed a few workshops in there, music sound making workshops, and also some bedtime stories there. It's really important to have spaces where not much is happening. I think in festivals so often they're so full, and even if all of that stuff is amazing, if there's nowhere to retreat to, it can become really overwhelming, like the world. We also programmed The Fallen Star, which was a brilliant installation, sound and laser installation by Bedtime and West, which was just gorgeous and offered the possibility for a chill space but at night. It still felt like a party, but really relaxed. That was really great.
I like first how it's built and who it's aimed at, which are to bring us out our most tremendous selves, and how it was built a place of curious happenings, because it's more than just a wee music festival, but for a little something for everyone and a little something for a lot of the little people, and a connective point where I think, because it's so small, we're able to really get to know each other and become more one with each other. So it's very beautiful.
So this year we opened a new area, which the Twisty Oak, which is a beautiful twisted oak tree that looks like a firework in slow motion. It's absolutely glorious. And we parked at the blunderbuss there and booked DJ Dolphin Boy and DJ Guspo, and at the end of the Briz playing, we paraded all of the festival down around the pond and to the Twisty Oak, and the band played us into the new area, and in the new area was a different DJ playing. It felt like we'd created a surprise party for ourselves. It was really fun, really joyful. We just wanted to make something that everybody could come to, that made accessibility something that was uplifting, and we're definitely going in that direction. We're definitely going that. There's no big desire for massive growth, but there is a desire for increasing the access provision, really, to enable more people to come. Vogrie Park is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful public park that's free for visitors if you get here on foot or on cycle or on the shuttle bus, on the Vogrie Pogrie shuttle bus.
I am so glad I'm here. It's been such a refreshing festival. Like the vibe, even before coming on site, the very moment of just involvement has been magical. Like all the crew are wonderful and so like solid team. But then the energy that everyone brings, and like the accommodation for everyone else, and everybody is like allowed.
Watching all the dancers was one of my favourites. Really inspiring, seeing everyone being beautiful, authentic, gorgeous, sparkly selves.
I think another thing is actually seeing parents unwind and relax with their kids with glue guns and scissors and things that they ordinarily probably wouldn't allow them to use. And I think they walked into the tent, the dress-up tent, and were like, oh wow, you know, there are toddlers up to adults in here and they're all fine and everybody's enjoying themselves.
I think as well, like that moment of like actually allowing parents to play, grown-ups to play. I mean, like that's another reason why I love this festival so much, is that, you know, like I love playing, and like this is like just the best atmosphere to playing, because it's all there, like that's playtime.
And
reminding
us we're all kids.
Yeah, totally. It's just like remember what it's like to play, and it's fun, isn't it? Yeah.
It's so almost quite kid-led as well, isn't it? Like and the staff or the people, the volunteers or the crew, everyone's just spontaneously working with them. Like Leaf just, I think a kid just started to tell a joke and he's like, it's Comedy Kid Corner. And then there's like every child was invited to come and tell a joke on the stage, and it was hilarious. Just like, some you couldn't hear at all. And then, drop the mic.
I missed that.
It was so funny.
That's great.
And and the parents totally relaxing, just being like,
I think it's really nice to see that, isn't it? Especially when they're parents. I think an environment like this really allows people to start thinking differently and rewiring the brain a little bit back to how they used to be, which is so important. And, you know, well done, Lucy. You're creating that stuff happening. Well
and that
done.
guy, and this guy too.
And this
He's
guy
here.
Yeah, and Tony, and Bob, and Bill, and whoever.
Aberdeen.
Oh, great.
What a
Really
team.
cool. What a team.
What a team.
What an amazing team.
Yeah.
Really
And
cool
any
team.
Pogrie's welcome. Every Pogrie's welcome.
Yeah.
All shapes, sizes.
Yeah.
It's better when everybody's there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.